from the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us tonight at 5. Police in Rock County are still searching for the suspect in a deadly double shooting.
And today, police identified two victims as Brittany Mcadory and Cierra Winchester, both from Janesville. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter live in Janesville, where friends and family are remembering those two today. Adam?
Eric and Susan, a memorial has been steadily growing all day here outside of the TA in Janesville, where police say they responded yesterday morning to two women unresponsive, dead from gunshot wounds. Now today, they say they are still looking for a suspect, although they have more than 20 officers and detectives on the case. I spoke with family friends of both women who remember them as kind, thoughtful, and always willing to lend a helping hand. While they're hoping for the person responsible to be caught tonight, they say they're still hurting.
Even him being, her, whoever, being put behind bars, it's still not gonna. It's not gonna bring him back. It's gonna, put a little relief that that person or persons are caught, but it's still not gonna help grieve.
Now, police say anyone with information that could lead to an arrest is encouraged and asked to call Janesville area Crime Stoppers. And as we mentioned, there will be a vigil here at this location starting tonight at 7. We'll have coverage of that vigil tonight at 10. Now, as for the families, there are already links actively fundraising money to help both of them, and we'll have a link to that on our website, channel3000.com tonight.
All right, Adam, thank you. Live in Janesville, Adam Duxter reporting. We have 2 alert days now in our forecast. Snow, frigid temperatures. Let's check your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Eric, it's going to be a 1-2 punch starting tomorrow night, lasting into Friday. In the short term, things are pretty quiet, but we have alert days in the forecast for both tomorrow night into Thursday morning for snow. About 1 to 3 inches of snow with the heaviest amounts east of Madison, but it'll become windy and there could be some blowing snow, about fine powdery snow during the day on Thursday as temperatures drop off. By Friday morning, temperatures will be close to 10 below zero with wind chills down to about 25 below zero. Visible cloud track shows bright sunshine through much of the upper Midwest. You can see the snow on the ground, but very little in the way of snow in the short term. However, snow is on the way for tomorrow night and Thursday. Again, about 1 to 3 inches, heaviest amounts east of Madison. Overnight, partly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping to around 15. Tomorrow's high around 36. Might see snow, maybe even mix a little rain late in the afternoon, but the 1-2 punch arrives tomorrow night into Thursday. I'll tell you how long the cold weather will last in just a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Though Governor Tony Evers hoped the legislature would talk education funding today, the Republican-dominated Assembly is looking at criminal justice reform.
Our Amy Reed joins us live from the state capitol to show us what some of their proposals would do. Amy?
Out of the 30 bills the Assembly is looking at today, 23 deal with criminal justice reform. There's a bill that makes caller ID spoofing illegal. Its intention is to lower the amount of scam calls. There's one that puts a criminal penalty on porch pirates, and there are a few related to OWI arrests, including one that increases the statute of limitations for charging those crimes. Now, one that's a bit contentious would require the Department of Corrections to recommend revoking a person's extended supervision, parole, or probation if the person is charged with a crime while on that release. Both Republicans and Democrats talked with us before the session today about this bill.
I think we're trying to send a message to the community that the Republicans are serious about community safety. We're serious about all the headlines that we continue to see on the news every night of individuals out continuing to victimize, in many cases to the point of killing people because they're out on parole and community supervision.
A Democratic lawmaker out of Milwaukee said the authors of the bills today have not offered any bit of data, any analogous state or sort of social science or scholarly articles to tell us what we should expect on return on investment. Now, Governor Evers is not expected to sign at least that last bill, and that's not the only contentious proposal we're talking about today. Tonight at 6, we'll show you the debate around a bill that lumps school choice and immigration with rape kit testing and why the leader of the Assembly says these are just good additions.
Amy Reed live at the state capitol. Amy, thanks.
Madison police are investigating 7 separate cases of theft from the same parking lot in the city. Officers say the parking lot at St. Mary's Care Center on Maple Grove Drive has been a common target now. The most recent theft took place around noon on Friday when a purse was stolen. Police say someone used a rock or other objects to smash the windows.
So what we have are cars that are being targeted because the thief looks inside and can see that there's something of value in there. So I guess one of the lessons here is don't leave things of value in plain sight, no matter where you're parking. It's just not a good idea. Put them in the trunk or take them inside if you can.
Officers are not sure why the St. Mary's parking lot is being targeted. They're not sure if there are one or more suspects, but are continuing to investigate.
A man charged with fatally shooting his sister in Madison on Christmas Eve has been found incompetent to stand trial. A Dane County judge sent 57-year-old Joseph Green to a state mental health hospital until he regains competency. A criminal complaint says a man police believed to be Green called 911 to report that his sister needed an ambulance. Police say Green disposed of the murder weapon in a trash bin outside of his apartment building. A 76-year-old man has been identified as the driver responsible for hitting and killing a 6-year-old girl as she was waiting for a school bus in Plainfield yesterday. The driver is 76-year-old Carl Mullenix. Investigators say he was driving on the road shoulder when he hit the 6-year-old girl and her 4-year-old sister. The 6-year-old died at the scene. The 4-year-old was injured but is recovering at home. Officials say the school bus was stopped and had its lights activated at the time of the incident.
The Madison School District is projecting a drop in enrollment next year.
This is contributing to its estimated $3 million reduction of funds and a plan to cut some staff. Our Amanda Quintana is here with the details. Amanda.
Madison has seen this trend of fewer students over the last few years. This, along with the loss of some aid from the state, are part of the reason why MMSD is pursuing a referendum in November.
The greater Madison area is constantly growing, new houses, more schools, but inside the city of Madison, the amount of students is going down, directly related to the number of babies born.
The number of students that we had born in the Madison and Fitchburg areas went down by about, say, 300 students. And what that will mean is about 90 fewer students for Madison schools in kindergarten next year.
Andrew Statz with MMSD says this means a projected net reduction of 51 students across all grades, spread across the city's 53 schools. That might not be a big impact, but it's playing a role in the district's $3 million reduction, which could include staff cuts.
Knowing that this reduction is particularly going to hit kindergarten, we have to take a look at class size in those earlier grades and see what is the most practical approach for serving those students.
The cities surrounding Madison have no problems getting more students enrolled. Verona projecting 55 more students, Sun Prairie 57 more, and Middleton Cross Plains at least 100 more. As more houses are built and existing ones sold to younger families, those smaller districts keep growing.
For them, they have a lot of new residential development that it can have an impact, and that's all recent and still coming online, and also fewer schools, so then they're the ones that are much more aggressive in building new school locations.
Despite this trend of enrollment going down over the last 3 years in Madison, Stats says things could change.
The Madison School District expects 1,600 more students over the next 20 years, a lot of that because of development on the far west side. The district is planning ahead to see how this will affect attendance at Memorial High School. But of course, they don't know what the future holds or how the economy will affect all of this.
Amanda, thank you. Edgewood High School is dismissing its lawsuit against the city of Madison. In a letter to News 3 Now, President Mike Elliott says that Edgewood High School has decided to voluntarily dismiss its lawsuit, quote, in a good faith effort to try and resolve the issue of lighting on its on-campus athletic field without further litigation. Last year, Edgewood announced it was suing the city for discrimination. The letter goes on to say it is beginning an application process to put up lights on its athletic field. President Mike Elliott says, quote, it is Edgewood's expectation that the process will result in the city issuing Edgewood the permits necessary to erect lights on the athletic field before the start of the 2020-2021 academic year. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway said, quote, once an application is received, Edgewood's application will be subject to the same conditional use approval standards that apply to any other property owner. UW-Madison's Sigma Chi fraternity has lost its status as a registered student organization after the organization was suspended for a probation violation back in October. Sigma Chi International voted last month to accept the surrender. The fraternity is no longer allowed to hold events independently or with other organizations. As part of the decision, the university recommends students avoid joining the organization, citing the potential for safety concerns due to the lack of university oversight.
A local service is using today's date to bring more awareness to all of the help that it can provide. The Information Referral Service 211 has been around since the 90s, but a lot of people may not know just how much help they can find with everything from paying your rent and electric bill to treating opioid addiction. All of that help is also local, and the folks at 211 will stay on the phone as long as it takes to make sure everyone is connected to the services they need.
They could call in for a food pantry, but then we find out they have employment needs, and then we find out they also have childcare needs. So a call could take, 1 minute, give me the phone number for St. Vincent de Paul, or it could take 20 minutes because the need is really complex.
Officials say 211 was also an important resource for people reporting flood damage in the summer of 2018. Their call center is open 24/7.
Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese in Oregon will be donating 50% of its sales on Valentine's Day to break ground on a new community library in 2021. The 18 employees at Firefly will also be donating all cash tips to that cause. Oregon Community Bank will be matching Firefly's donations. More than $1 million has been raised to build the library with an overall goal of raising $4 million.
Madison Children's Museum is currently on the leaderboard for USA Today's Reader's Choice poll to find the 10 best children's museums in the country. The poll is part of USA Today's annual 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Voting ends on February 17th, and the winners will be unveiled February 28th. You can vote for Madison Children's Museum on our website, channel3000.com.
A former defensive back for the Packers has announced he will retire with the green and gold. Quarterback Devon House played 6 seasons with the Packers, 2011 to 2014, and then again from 2017 to 2018. In those 2 stints with Green Bay, played 55 games, helped them win the NFC North 4 times. He finished in the top 4 on the Packers defense and passes defended 4 times. House also played 2 years with the Jaguars. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, voters in New Hampshire heading to the polls to decide who should be the Democratic presidential candidate.
Coming up tonight at 6, 2 Wisconsin communities are competing for a chance to appear on a national TV show. We'll tell you what cities tonight at 6.
And on Wall Street, the Dow remains mostly unchanged, with the NASDAQ and S&P each notch their 2nd consecutive record high closes. The NASDAQ up 10.5. The S&P adds a half dozen. We'll be right back.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only 1 pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
You know, you're paying for new windows whether you buy them or not. Over 70% of your energy dollars are lost through bad windows. Now's the time to give us a call here at Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We're going to put a great window in your home. The Eco Sky windows, custom made, whatever size you need. Bay, bow, double hung, slider. You'll love the wood grains and the ease of operation. And be sure to ask about our winter installation and take advantage of our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. Look at this. Save $750 on new windows for your home. Ask about 0 interest for 24 months. Receive a $100 Menards gift card with purchase. And he called during this program to get a free upgrade to triple pane. What are you waiting for? Go to the phone and call Mad City Windows now at 608-338-1616. 608-338-1616. Take advantage of our triple savings sale.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Wisconsin lawmakers are set to pass a bill aimed at preventing a backlog of untested sexual assault evidence kits. And we're learning more about the two Janesville moms who were fatally shot. We'll preview the candlelight vigil tonight to honor them at 6.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
A special prosecutor says a grand jury has returned a 6-count indictment accusing actor Jussie Smollett of lying to Chicago police. Those charges stem from Smollett's accusation that he was the target of a racist and homophobic attack back in January of last year. Smollett, who is black and gay, was originally charged the following month with disorderly conduct for allegedly staging that attack and lying about it to investigators. Charges were dropped last March with little explanation.
It's primary day in New Hampshire as voters there are weighing in on who they want to be the Democratic nominee for president. Right now, candidates are showing up to thank supporters and encourage a large turnout. Polls show Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who won the New Hampshire primary in 2016, in the lead, followed by former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar has surged in the last few days. She is now placing third in some polls. Joe Biden says he is only mildly hopeful about his chances in New Hampshire. He's announced he's not sticking around for the results tonight. Instead, he is going to South Carolina and then on to Nevada.
The CDC confirming a 13th case of coronavirus in the U.S., this time out in San Diego. Patient was on a government-chartered flight last week from Wuhan, the Chinese city at the center of the outbreak. That person has now been isolated and hospitalized. The number of deaths from the virus worldwide, now more than 1,000. The CDC says the risk to Americans remains low, and recent research shows in many cases the virus is on par with the flu or cold in terms of severity.
The 13 individuals in the United States have not yet had very severe illness. In fact, most have had very mild courses.
The World Health Organization has now given coronavirus an official name, COVID-19. The group also began a 2-day summit in Geneva to better understand the virus that has sickened over 43,000 people and killed over 1,000, again, most of them in China. Let's get a look at your first warned weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has your forecasts and temperatures kind of bouncing around quite a bit, Gary.
Yeah, you know, they're pretty close to normal. They have been over the last couple of days, not last night, but the night before. Notice how the temperatures dipped into the single digits as we cleared out and the winds kind of died down. But last night, even though skies are partly cloudy, we had enough wind to mix up the air, so temperatures only dropped into the upper teens, and they kind of fluctuated around for much of the night. But high temperatures have been around 30 the last couple of days. That will change. Take a look at the forecast over the next couple of days, next 48 hours. And you can see how temperatures will drop by late tomorrow night into Thursday. They'll just keep going down, maybe go up a degree or two on Thursday, and then just keep going down, and eventually will drop below zero by early on Friday morning, and wind chills will nosedive and probably be down to close to 20 to 25 below zero by early on Friday morning. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Snow for tomorrow night and Thursday morning. It looks like that's the best time period. And it's not a particularly heavy snow, but with cold temperatures, it'll be a light, fluffy snow that could be blown around by strong winds. In fact, on Thursday, those temperatures will fall coupled with windy conditions. We'll see wind chills below zero for much of the day and see the potential for some blowing snow. And then really cold weather, bitterly cold weather arrives by Friday, some of the coldest air of the season. Low temperatures close to 10 below zero and daytime highs only in the lower teens. We have alert days in the forecast for Wednesday night and Thursday, mainly for the snow, then becoming windy and colder on Thursday morning. And then the rest of Thursday into Friday, it's just the bitterly cold temperatures. Again, wind chills by Friday morning could be as cold as 25 degrees below zero. On future track, things pretty quiet in the short term, but notice how the clouds start to come up from the south tomorrow. Here comes that cold front. It looks like the two just kind of come together, just kind of give us a glancing blow with some light snow tomorrow night into Thursday morning. And then after that, most of the snow shifts off to the east of us. That's where the more significant snow accumulations will be. But it's the strong winds that will cause potential for blowing snow as well as bitterly cold temperatures. And that'll be the case even to the west in parts of Minnesota and North Dakota that really don't get very much in the way of snow out flooded the system. But take a look at this. Snowfall totals we're looking at here about 1 to 3 inches, just some light snow farther out to the west, and then the heavier amounts of 3 to 6 inches, maybe from Milwaukee, some lake effect snows kicking into southeastern Wisconsin, moving into Illinois and parts of Indiana and Michigan. That's where the heaviest snow will be. But even with that, take a look at this. There's blizzard warnings out across the eastern Dakotas and western Minnesota for the strong winds and the bitterly cold temperatures, winter weather advisories around that with winter storm watches across parts of central Minnesota, and then winter weather advisories for the more significant accumulations to our south and to our east. As far as the impact is concerned, I think walking and clearing the snow shouldn't be too much of a problem. It'll be the light fluffy snow, but driving could be a problem because as temperatures drop into the teens and single digits, ice really and the snow really doesn't get melted very much by salt, and so at that point you end up with slippery road surfaces even if the roads are cleared. So that's something to keep in mind. Our forecast for tomorrow calls for some sunshine in the morning, more clouds in the afternoon, maybe some light snow or rain late in the day with a high of 36. On future track, you can see quiet conditions overnight, temperatures in the mid-teens. The clouds move in later in the day tomorrow, maybe a little bit of light snow or rain mixed in, and then the snow tomorrow night into early Thursday morning, and then it's the windy and colder conditions as temperatures drop into the single digits by late in the day. And the snowfall totals, again, 1 to 3 inches, heavier amounts probably between Madison and Milwaukee toward the lakeshore. West of Madison out toward the Mississippi River, probably less than an inch. 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those temperatures coming right back up from Friday into the weekend. Highs in the lower 30s, some light snow chances, maybe even mixed with rain on Monday, and even milder weather expected by the end of next week. Now, as we take a look at first warn traffic, the Beltline right now moving pretty steadily in both directions at Park Street. However, we were seeing a couple of accidents just east of there that could cause some slowdowns, especially from around Monona Drive back to Park Street in the eastbound direction, westbound from Park Street going back almost to Stoughton Road. So as far as travel times are concerned, right now 22 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 24 minutes going back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison down to Janesville on I-3990, 24 minutes, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 15 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Thank you, Gary.
Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5. Samsung deploys bendable technology to bring more users into the fold. We'll show you these new devices after a short break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18 months 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Now through February 13th, join Planet Fitness for only 25 cents down, $10 a month. Sure, you could flip truck tires.
I flip truck tires.
Or flip out over all this. Tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for only 25 cents down, $10 a month. And no truck tires. Join in club or at planetfitness.com. Hurry, deal ends Thursday, February 13th.
5 Madison area locations. Offer expires February 13th. Stop in and see us today.
I think we was losing more electricity during the winter than what we were any other time of the year. So, and the ones we got were double paying, and we kind of love them. They've been doing us very well, so it kind of works out.
Don loves his new windows from Mad City Windows. You'll be amazed how the Eco Sky window from Mad City Windows keeps out the cold. We have Sky Mirror technology. Call in now for beautiful windows that just open up a room. Give your home an energy upgrade. Call now to take advantage of our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. Save $750 on new windows for your home. Ask about 0 interest for 24 months. Receive a $100 Menards gift card with purchase. And if you call during this program, get a free upgrade to triple pane. Check us out at madcitywindows.com. Don't miss out on the triple savings sale. Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Call for a free estimate now.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Tom, people are loving this place.
They sure are, Jerry. Let's go see who Tina's chatting with now.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we have some beautiful ladies joining us. What are you up to tonight, girls?
Girls' night.
We're getting some drinks. I want to win that car.
Sounds great. Are you feeling lucky? What's your favorite slot machine? To you guys.
Looks like those ladies are on a mission.
Oh, it's about to go down.
What makes you one of a kind?
I can ride a unicycle.
Acting's my passion. I love this.
Time to embrace your uniqueness by taking the BU Pledge, a promise to celebrate yourself and your friends for being exactly who you are. Visit Channel 3000's Time for Kids page to sign the online pledge and enter to win cool giveaways. Come on and take the BU Pledge.
SSM Health and News 3 Now encourage you to take part in the BU movement.
Welcome back. Samsung is hoping consumers will flip for its latest device.
The company just unveiled a new bendable phone, and they're not alone. Lisa Mateo explains.
We're changing the shape of the future with the Galaxy Z Flip.
This is not your father's flip phone. Samsung unveiled the Galaxy Z Flip that unfolds into a full-sized smartphone. You can take a photo with the phone closed, or the device can open at different angles like a laptop.
Cheese!
Allowing for a new way to take selfies. And instead of plastic, the front is made of durable, flexible glass.
It's really about reigniting that excitement for people, getting them to feel like they want to be the first person on the block with one of these.
CNET's Dan Ackerman says the Z Flip is the latest following the tech trend of devices that bend. Samsung started selling the Galaxy Fold last year, which turns a smartphone into a small tablet. That was followed by the Motorola Razr flip phone, and TCL introduced a folding device. But it goes beyond phones. Several laptop and tablet makers are now incorporating a bendable experience.
So there's a lot of interesting ways you could remix what it means to be a laptop or a tablet or a smartphone. So I think we're going to see a lot of experimenting over the next couple of years in how to take this new technology.
For Samsung customers who don't need a bending phone, there's the new Galaxy S20. The 5G phone comes in 3 sizes and has a new camera that shoots 8K video. The most expensive model can take photos at 100 times zoom.
Whoa, that's crazy.
The S20 goes on sale next month and starts at $999. The Z Flip will hit select stores on February 14th and costs $1,380. Lisa Mateo, CBS News, New York.
And stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first WARN forecast when we return.
Choose your paint colors with confidence at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides a beautiful look and stays clean. Interior flat is $21.98 a gallon. Receive a $10 rebate when you buy $40 or more on Procter & Gamble products. Save on a great selection. A 12-pack of Bounty Essentials paper towels is $9.99. Menards is your home improvement store.
Save big money at Menards.
Anyone hear the slogan? Mike will get it done? Okay, let me tell you what it is. As mayor, I expanded health care coverage. As president, I'll build on Obamacare because health care is a right. I created nearly 500,000 jobs in New York City. As president, I'll build an economy that delivers good jobs with higher wages. I'll take on the gun lobby and save lives. And I will stop Trump's assault on women's reproductive rights. I've got a record of doing things. I've got the resources to take on this fight. As mayor, I held myself accountable for results. As president, I'll offer common sense plans, and I will get it done. So let's stay on the offensive and let's win. I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town. Come to the circus.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family, one and all, to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
Don't
Don't be cold in your own home in the wintertime. Pick up the phone and call us here at Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We're going to do the job on time and on budget. We're going to put a great window in your home, the Eco Sky windows, only from Mad City Windows. And they have Sky Mirror technology, durable Polytech frames, thermal glass layered with low E, top of the line, high performance Energy Star windows, whatever size you need, and you'll love how easy they are to operate. Take advantage of these special savings. Be sure to ask about our winter installation. You can check us out at madcitywindows.com. Check out the triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. Save $750 on new windows for your home. You're going to save a lot of money. Ask about 0 interest for 24 months and receive a $100 Menards gift card with purchase. Last chance to call in during this program to get the bonus. Call now. You get a free upgrade to triple pane. Only from Mad City Windows. Don't miss out. Call today.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, the Democrats' final push in New Hampshire will have the latest results, what they could mean for the race going forward. Plus, in a state known for its surprises and upsets, we spend time with 2 surging candidates hoping to make their mark. And we'll meet a father who turned his terrible loss into a mission serving others. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Let's go back to Gary. Final check.
Well, temperatures pretty typical for tonight and tomorrow. By late night, we're going to see temperatures down in the middle teens. High temperatures tomorrow up around 36. Now, we could see some light rain or snow late in the day. Most of the day will be dry with some morning sunshine. But the snow coming in tomorrow night into Thursday morning, about 1 to 3 inches. Heaviest amounts eastward toward Milwaukee. Might be some heavier totals closer to Lake Michigan where some lake effect snows will kick in. But then the bitterly cold air comes in. That high of 14 early in the day on Thursday with falling temperatures. Windy conditions, dropping wind chills down to perhaps 25 below 0 by Friday morning and a high of only 13 for Valentine's Day. But you can see how quickly those temperatures rebound back into the 30s, close to 40 by Monday, and in the 40s by the end of next week.
Okay, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.